Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Is it being recorded? Can you notice the recording here? Yeah,
No.
yeah, it appeared now. Great. Let me share my screen with you.
Okay.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Kindly note that this class is being recorded. Here is our platform, interactive platform, ClassCake. And yesterday we did the advantage and disadvantage writing. So today we will get some feedback on your own writing. I'll give you some feedback. After that, we will complete on carry on with the another writing, or we may have a vocabulary and grammar session. It's up to you. Okay, let's first discuss the feedback. I think this is your writing, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
It's obviously showing that it's plenty of mistakes.
No, it's not plenty of mistakes. I just use color coding.
Now I can see the red line.
Red doesn't mean if you say, what if their purpose of flying abroad? I said a question that gets me hooked. Well done. So red doesn't mean, that doesn't always mean there's a mistake.
Oh, I thought there's a mistake.
No. Anyway, I want you to kindly read the first part. We said in the first part, in the first paragraph, you should introduce your topic, right?
Yes.
So we're going to start with a hook or a catchy word or catchy statement to try to attract your reader's attention. Also, you need to give the thesis, what points you're going to cover. Let's see, please read it.
Traveling is one of the preferable hobbies for many people, where they may spend unforgettable moments. But what if their purpose of flying abroad was studying? Here and after, we would like to discuss about both advantages and disadvantages points of studying in the foreign countries.
That's great. Good reading. I have already underlined some points here I want you to make note of. Can you please self-assess this in terms of punctuation, grammar mistakes, commas mistakes, capitalization mistakes, for example? Traveling, how to fix the issue here? What's problem? T small, right?
Yeah, oh my God.
Good.
Yes, you are right.
T should be what? Should be capital, right?
Capital letter, yes.
That's right. This is what you did already here when you started another sentence. You said hereinafter, you started with a capital. That means this is like it's not something you miss. It's something just came by mistake, by luck. You don't focus. If you focus or proofread, you'll know it. So I consider an error if it's repeated. If you repeat it many times, that means you don't know the rule. It would be an error. But as long as you started other sentence with a capital letter, that means this is not an error. You just forget it. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, T capital. Traveling is one of the preferable hobbies for many people. I like this hook actually. You started this way. Use one of the preferable hobbies for many people where they may spend unforgettable moments. I like your words actually. But, well, where this is a relative pronoun. I mean, you should use who. You refer to people, right? Where refers to a place. So you can use where here. So hobbies for many people who may spend. You don't have to repeat who they. So who may spend unforgettable moments and write full stop. You should write a full stop here in the sentence. Don't make it so long. Cut it in two short sentences. Okay?
Okay.
So here you should write a full stop or period.
Okay. So just could you write there in the where, on the top of where, above the where, if you can write who, at least I can.
Okay. In this way, I'm going to use this different color. Okay, here we go. So you should write who may. Okay, who may. And this is a different color. Well,
May. Yes.
another thing, what if, but you need to start another sentence with B capital, right?
Mm.
Well, when you have a full stop here, you just write, but what if their purpose of flying abroad was? Okay, their purpose, you mean people of flying abroad was studying. This is great.
Yeah, my
I
God.
like this question. I like this question. That's great. This gets me hooked, actually. Yeah, we use questions to, you know, drag or grab our reader's attention like this. That's why I like it here. Well, hereinafter, this is a legal word. We don't use hereinafter. Only in law term. This is a law terminology, you know. We just say um, below, following, we will, you know, discuss. Following, not hereinafter. Hereinafter is a legal word.
Mm.
Don't say here in after. This is like a كلمة قانونية, legal word.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So I know you're doing your PhD in law, right? So a little bit influenced it.
Yeah.
So Hamal, here we say, who is we? Are you referring to yourself?
We would like, yes, to me and to the.
No, only you. You say, I will discuss.
I don't know why I am glorifying myself.
Ah, you Allah, you deserve it. But anyway, make it simple.
Okay, I would like, you mean, huh? So
So
yeah, please, Imad, for in after, as you mentioned, just correct it.
you want me to correct it?
As you know, I have a fish memory, so easily I
Uh,
forget.
what if you do it yourself? You can do it yourself because I will ask you to write it again, a final draft. Anyway, I'm gonna write here. So here, you start with the capital letter, say following. You can say below, and
Mm,
that's it. Then comma.
okay. Okay. I wanna ask you about this the the clause that I wrote it uh here the first clause. When I say when I said when I wrote but and then I make it like a comma, this is not right.
And now,
Usually but
yeah,
after
yeah. My
before
point is
but
that
it's
don't
comma.
make it so long, actually. It's enough to say traveling is one of the preferable hobbies for many people who may spend unforgettable moments and full stop. This is
Mm,
long enough. Don't make all of it as just one sentence. And then you start another sentence. It's good, actually, to do this way. So I wanted you to learn this lesson. Chop your long sentences
okay,
into short or reasonably short sentences.
okay.
Good?
But this one is not wrong.
It's
But
not
it's not
wrong.
you prefer
It's
it
not wrong.
to
It's
make
not
full
wrong
stop.
as you don't use a comma here. You see? Don't use a comma here. Before who? Don't use a comma before who or where.
Uh-huh.
Understand me? Don't
Yes.
ever use a comma before who, where, relative pronouns,
Yeah, this one I agree
This
with you.
is non-defining.
Yes, but I mean the but.
Yeah, anyway, if you use a comma, it's okay to use a comma, but it's better to make it like short.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but what if their purpose of flying abroad was studying? Well, I will discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Below, following, I will discuss. After following or below, comma, I
Mm-hmm.
will discuss about both advantages. So what's wrong with both? Hmm?
Supposed to be small letter.
That's it.
This is not
Don't
my
say
Allah, it's not me. هذا keyboard. Wallah.
anyway. No problem.
I know this is supposed to be small letter.
I said your writing is great. So far, it's great. But with letter revision, I said we need to revise after we write from another, maybe a different point of, a different, let's say, side. Maybe you can ask your daughter to read it for you. That's it. While she's reading in front of you, you will, oh yeah, how can I write this? It should be corrected. Please, my little daughter, correct this, or you can do it. Anyway, we say to discuss, don't say discuss about. We say talk about, but discuss the advantage and disadvantage. But if you say, I will talk about, not discuss about.
Okay.
Good.
Talk about.
Well, let me write here.
Yeah, please write. Please write. Yeah.
Means discuss.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Well, what else? Below, I will discuss both advantages and disadvantages, points of studying in the foreign countries. Well, you just say advantages and disadvantages without points, because this advantages are and disadvantages, these are nouns. So we can't use two nouns following each other. You know, we don't say, we say, you can say good and bad points if you want to use an adjective before
If
point.
I say points of view is okay, points of view is okay. A point of view is
Yeah,
okay.
I will discuss different points of view. You don't have to say advantages and disadvantages in this way. You can say I'm going to discuss, I will discuss different points of view of studying in a foreign country.
Okay.
But the point is that don't say advantages and disadvantages points.
Okay.
You can say good and bad points about. Okay. So far, the first part is done. When you write again, you can consider these notes. And well, of studying in the foreign countries, don't use the. If you use that, this is called our indefinite article. That معرفة. If you refer to the foreign countries, you specify some countries which are known to the reader or to at least to yourself. But if you make it like general, you say in foreign countries and just stop.
Okay.
Good. So when you write the first part here, you will take note of my comments. Start with capital letter. Don't use hereinafter. Don't use a comma before where, and delete where altogether and use who may. Don't repeat they. Okay. And what else? And so on. Cut the long sentence into smaller chunks of sentences. Understand? And delete that and make both smaller letter. Okay. Great. So far, great. I like actually when you start with a hook using a question. That's great actually. And also use their purpose of flying. Use gerund, present participle here, gerund. Yeah, it's good use of grammar here. Good use of grammar. Well done. What about next part? Here is a body, the discussion body. Okay. So you give details of the first, second, and so on. The first two paragraphs are, advantages. Yeah. The other one, I know these are disadvantages because you used in contrast. In contrast, or on the other hand, it tells me as a reader that you move to the other side of the story. Yeah. And this is great. This is great. Well done. Well, can you read the second part, please?
Okay. It is true that being, I know this one is little bit.
No. I said read doesn't mean this is a mistake. Something I liked.
No, some of phrases I write
here.
I write because I feel like this is. I don't know. I feel like this is correct, but maybe it's not correct.
No. Just a minute, Hamay. Do you bother if I call you by your name or?
No, it's okay. No, of course you are my instructor.
No problem. So I said here, good use of passive voice. I liked it a lot. It is true that being tutored, this is
Okay.
passive. That's
Yeah.
great. Be and past participle with the verb being tutored. That's great. Being instructed, you know,
Beans.
being taught. So this is passive.
I tried
Ah,
to not to repeat studying. So I want
that's
to,
great. That's great. I like
yes,
it a lot. I like it a lot. But I'm talking about the
change.
passive voice. Who tutor me? Who teaches me? You didn't mention it. You just made it passive. That being tutored. That means
Away.
your grammar is perfect. Great, mashallah. So continue, please.
From your home country is beneficial way to get experience. In other words, when you are separated from your family, you will get to learn how to be independent, not only morally, but also financially.
That's great so far. Also here for this underlined, red underlined phrase, I said, excellent to connect to your life experience. And not this one. But I said this is a fragment, a fragment. I will tell you what a fragment is. Okay, but anyway, let me give some comments. Here, from your home country is beneficial way.
Mm.
Way is a noun, right?
Yeah.
So in this way, if you say it's beneficial to get experience, that's good. Is beneficial to do, to get experience. But if you say is beneficial way, you have to use article. What is the article which is most appropriate here? The or a? So we
Where?
say from
Where?
your
Where
home
at?
country is a
Ah, you
beneficial
mean
way
here?
or a beneficial way? What do you think?
Ah.
That's it.
Ah, okay. So if
If
we
you
have,
delete way, you don't have to use a.
ah, okay.
Good. So
But
I'm gonna write
if I
here.
have, if you mean if I write noun, I have to write a article.
Yeah,
Ah.
accountable now. Way is accountable now. So we have one way, two ways, three ways. The way is accountable. If you use way only, that means a way.
Ah,
And
okay.
you modify it with the adjective beneficial. So you say is a beneficial way.
Mm.
You got it, right?
Yes, yeah, 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 of course.
That's great. That is great. Let me delete yeah, the border here. Great. So what else do I have here?
In
Another
other
words?
words, when you are separated from your family, you will
Yeah,
get
this
learn.
place here, this place. Huh?
Ah.
You started with a capital letter. You ended with a period or full stop
Mm,
after independent, and then you started a new thing. If
mm,
I start a new sentence, it shouldn't be a phrase. A phrase means some words
mm,
without a verb, without a subject. You
mm,
know, if you say Ragda beautiful, Ragda beautiful,
mm,
there's no verb here. So we
mm,
say Ragda is beautiful.
mm,
Come to school early. Come to school early. So we say students come to school early. Or if you just say to school early, do you understand what does it mean to school early? The same way, this is a phrase. It needs a subject and a verb. Also here, it's called a fragment. يعني جزء من جملة وليس جملة
ah,
ذات معنى. You know, fragment, جزء.
mm.
So how do you know it? Not only morally, but also financially. Not only morally, but also financially. This is great, but you need to connect this to the previous part. To connect
Semicolon,
it,
we have to
yeah,
make
just use semicolon or just a colon, a comma, you know?
comma,
Yeah, a comma is enough because
comma or
it takes it
semicolon.
to the other part, the previous part. So we'll get to learn how to be independent, comma, not only morally, but also financially.
Mm, okay.
Okay? Well, this is what I want you to do. And when you use a comma here, please make not small letter.
Comma with small letter.
Yeah,
Ah,
small letter here. So
okay.
here it will be like this, comma and small n. So let's say came, comma, not only morally, but also financially, and period. So we just make it this way. Okay,
Mm.
good. Well, next part, please.
Furthermore, students supposed to be no, it's okay. Furthermore, student who gets his education in another country will attain a communication skill. For instance, my cousin now has a great communication network. He gained this skillfulness when he was taught abroad. He has become more confident.
That's great. Well done. I like when you connected this, the experience to your own knowledge. I mean, you connect the topic to your own knowledge. So you give an example with your cousin who already acquired or gained a great communication network. I mean, people, relationships. I think you mean by network relationship, right? With
Mm,
other people. Yeah, that's
yes.
great, actually. So this is what I like about this statement. Okay. So regardless of the some comments, some few comments like here. Furthermore, student, is it countable or uncountable? Is it singular or plural?
This is singular.
Yeah, singular. So in this case, it's a singular countable. So you have to
A
use F.
student.
F.
Supposed to be a student.
A student who gets. This would be okay.
Yeah. See?
It's really little, but you lose some marks if you don't consider it. So
Yeah.
you just say a student. This is how you fix it.
Yeah.
So say a student who gets his education in another country. That's great. Well, so you don't have to write comma after country. A student, well, no need for a comma here. So you need to delete the comma.
But why?
Yeah, excuse me.
Why I have to delete the comma here?
I will explain to you, but just a minute. Let me just put it here. Well, let me write this way here. You just said a student who gets his education in another country will attain so and so. The subject is a student. You know, I don't write a capital because this is just a completion after, let's say, furthermore.
Yeah.
Yeah, F capital. Furthermore, a student. Can you see it? Good. A student who gets his education in another country well. Where's the subject? A student. Where's the verb? Well attained, right?
Mm.
So you don't have to use a comma.
Ah, yes, صح.
But what you did actually,
Makes
you use
sense.
a relative clause. You just said here, a student, oh yeah, sorry, just a minute here.
Mm.
A student who gets his education in another country will attain.
But
If like,
you told me before if you have relative
yeah,
you,
but
you
there's something
shouldn't
different.
take
This
comma.
is what's called non-defining clause. يعني جملة شبه جملة اعتراضية جملة زيادة. It's the extra information. But in
Ah,
this way, a student will attain. You say in
okay.
between or extra information who gets education in another country. Not any student, only student who gets. So if you add this as a non-defining clause, you can use a student, comma, then
Okay, okay. Between this phrase, comma, between two
but it's
commas.
better to say this way, a student
Ah,
who gets his education in another country will attain without any commas at all.
good والله حلو.
Okay,
Yes.
well, that's all for now. He gained his, well, for instance, comma, my cousin now has a great communication network. He gained his skillfulness, semicolon. That's good. When he was, don't use comma before when.
Yes. Mm-mm-mm.
You know, a semicolon is just like starting a new sentence, but when you start a new sentence, you have to write a capital letter at the beginning. But
Semicolon?
semicolon, you don't have to write a capital letter.
Yeah.
It's the only difference. But it's okay, both of them. Well, he gained his skillfulness, but it's better to say skill this skill.
Because I don't want to repeat skill, skill, skill. So I tried to replace it by
So, okay,
another
instead of
synonym.
repeating for to avoid repetition, you can say he gained his let's
Mm.
say benefits, let's say qualities, let's say gifts, for example, let's say qualifications, anything which
Ah,
means advantages, you
okay.
know,
Mm.
or such gains. He acquired such gains. Anyway, when he was taught abroad, that's great. Delete the comma here.
Mm.
And what about you wrote a period, like a full stop? So when you start a new sentence, what should you do here? What's wrong?
Capital letter.
That's it. He has become more confident. I like your structure. You use simple sentences. Who gets, and you use present perfect. I mean, simple tense and present perfect tense, and so on. Past, a variety of tenses. That's great. That makes your mark gets higher. You don't use simple structure. Use a variety of structures. That's great. This is what I like. Also here, your use of relevant words is noted. Well done. Use relevant words like you say skillfulness, communication, education, confident. I like this use of words. Well, now, what about here?
Mm.
I want you to kindly read yeah, the next part. Now we finished advantages. We're gonna move to this other side of the moon. Go ahead. In contrast,
In contrast to this, I know to
drop
this,
this. You don't have
I know,
to add it. In contrast, comma.
I know this.
It's okay. This correct, no problem. But I say it's common to say in contrast and comma.
I don't have to write to this.
Yeah, you don't have
But
to.
I
It's better
want
to
to
keep it.
add more. I know I need to
You need
write
to add
more
more
words
words.
to reach 250.
Okay. Anyway, so in contrast, but don't be wordy. Don't
Mm,
be wordy. Wordy means you just use words, unnecessarily.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In contrast to this above or to the above, that's it. Or
Mm.
just say in contrast. No problem. Go ahead.
Some opponents
Good
believe that
word. Good word. We have proponent and opponent.
Mm.
That's good. I like this word. Go ahead.
Some opponents believe that learning away has downsides for some reasons.
Great. Firstly,
Firstly, the person might be isolated by this, I mean,
isolated.
isolated. Oh, yeah, sorry. Isolated. By this, I mean, some people find it hard created with a society not similar to them,
Mhm.
especially if this new community contrasts with his costumes and traditions as well. Therefore, he might get homesick.
He may get homesick. I like it. This
Uh,
is adorable. Awesome. Well done. Well done. Just a little concern here. So, okay, so here, firstly, the person might be isolated. By this, I mean, yeah, you explain. I like it. Some people, yeah, some. Good, not all of them. No generalization, like what he did. Some people find it
mm,
hard to be integrated. This is academic word. That's great, an academic word with a society, integrated with a society not similar to them. Well, society not similar to them. You mean to their society, right?
no,
So,
to the people, I mean the people they are
okay, to be integrated with people not similar to them, people and people, but society not similar to their society.
so how to fix
So
this?
you just write a society not similar to theirs or
Ah,
society. That's it.
with the
Instead of
society, not
say a society that is not similar to theirs, I mean their society, like
okay.
possessive pronoun, or not
Mhm.
similar to their society. That's great.
Makes sense.
Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Your
great.
way, not mine.
Yeah, it makes sense in a way. Especially after especially is this an adverb? You write a comma.
Yes, صح. You are right. Oh my God. Ah, yes. I'm supposed to. This is mistake. This mistake is not by purpose.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna pay per mistake. It
Yes,
every error, every mistake will get you to pay 1 dirham
oh,
extra. Yeah, I will be rich by the end of this course, inshallah.
you deserve it.
Mm. Well, Bismillah. Well, if this new community, yeah, I like it. When you said a society and a community, that's great. A new community contrasts with his costumes. This is costumes. Or what, how you say it? How you say this? How you say
Costume.
this? Costumes. You mean this? You know what the meaning of costume?
Yeah.
Okay, let's Google it. Let's Google it. I'm gonna.
costume يعني في الكوستيوم والتراديشنز العادات والتقاليد.
Ah, yeah, okay, just a minute. So if you write costumes, you see,
My God, the costume is so how to write it. Ah,
costume.
it's
It looks
يعني
like not
very
traditional, like
very
fantasy clothes, or maybe when you have like hide and seek, or
costumes.
Halloween, something like this. So they just like people who like to hide their identity. They just wear costumes, like traditional clothes, costumes. Anyway, how to fix it? You just write customs,
Yes, I mean
customs
customs.
without e.
Custom.
You drop the e.
Ah,
Good. You get it?
mm-mm.
Great. So you just drop the e here. Yeah. Let me write here. You mean customs.
Mm.
Think customs. Yeah. Customs. Okay. Here it is. So let's write the word here.
Costume.
Together. Customs and traditions. Customs is the practice, and tradition is the transition of practice between generations.
Mm.
Practice and beliefs. You know.
Okay.
Well, so this is a little difference. It's not a little, I mean like a big difference between the both meanings with his customs and traditions. That's great. These are called like words coming together. We say black and white, customs and traditions,
Mm.
the sun and the moon, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
these are words coming together. Man and woman,
Okay.
mom and dad. You say this the same
Yeah.
way. We say customs and traditions as well. Therefore, he may get homesick. I like it a lot, actually. But are you feminist?
Mm.
Are you in support of men or women? Hmm?
Both. I have both.
Okay, if both, you are neutral. That's good. Well, don't take any sides. So why you always use he, his, and so on, as if you're referring to the students are only men?
Okay.
Does it make sense to you?
Mm.
How to fix this? For example, for example,
What you see here?
you see here, you say, when you are separated from your home, I like this pronoun. This is second, no, third view, when you point of view. You're talking to the reader. You engage the reader in your writing. You say, when you are separated from your family, you make your reader, the marker, sympathizing with you.
Mm.
You share the same feeling. I
Mm.
like it. But you say he, you turn to a second, a third, sorry.
Ah.
Yes,
So I'm
he, a
supposed
third.
to use
Right. Don't use
you.
he or she. Say, you have to say, use both. Like here, he gained. You're talking about your cousin. He's a man, right?
Mhm.
In this way, okay, say he and so on. But if you're talking about generally speaking, where's that? Where is it? Here. Yeah. Especially if this new community contrasts with his. Who is his? Are you referring to your cousin or generally speaking?
So to be honest, I meant
You're referring
by
to the
this,
person. You're referring to the
yes,
person. First, the person might be isolated, right?
yes, the
Why
person.
you in your mind you always think of a person as a man?
I don't know.
So funny والله.
مش عارفة هيك جت من نفسها.
Allah Akbar. Anyway, you got my point, right?
Yes, of course.
How to fix it?
Fix it.
Yeah. First,
I
a person, don't say that person. Use indefinite articles. Say a
a
person
person
isolated.
might be isolated by this. I mean, some people find it hard to be integrated with this, especially if they
That's
if
it.
they yes
So
if
you just say a
contrast
person,
with their costume and their because here I'm talking about people,
a
so
person,
their
generally speaking. So you say a person might be isolated. By isolated by this, I mean some people find it hard to be integrated with a society and so on, not similar to theirs or their society, especially if this new community contrasts with their customs and traditions.
yes
So you
yeah
refer to people there.
Hmm.
Good.
They may get homesick. They may also he may get
And they may, and therefore they may get homesick.
Mm.
Okay, shall I fix it or you will remember it?
No, fix.
Well, here it is. They may get homesick. But you understand this, right?
Yeah, of
It
course.
makes sense this way. And also here,
Yeah.
so I think here also you can say their customs, not his. You just say their. Okay. Let me delete this one here.
Mm.
So far good, right?
Mm.
Okay, continue please. The one before the last paragraph. This one.
Moreover, being from far from here, I know not the family.
How can you correct it? Generalizing. Don't make specific family. Don't
Yeah,
use that. Use
but here it's uncountable. Family is in I don't know, maybe in
it's
American,
accountable. It's accountable. One
but
family, two families, three families, and so on.
okay, so means
Or if you mean family members, all the family. So you say being far from family. You can just use uncountable.
okay.
Okay. Well, so being far away from family, could shoulder. So make
Oh,
it family. Drop that.
okay. Can you please just omit the he?
Yeah, you just delete that.
Okay. A student
Is
at
it good now?
young.
Oh, no, not this one. Sorry.
No,
Just
no. Yeah.
the other one.
From family could shoulder. I
Yeah, a young student. Yes, you can say a young student or make it shoulder young students.
shoulder young students. Yes,
Yeah.
but it's also correct if I make it a young student.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Or young students
Yes.
without anything with harsh burdens. I don't know why you to illustrate student.
Yeah. You just move to another sentence. So you have to use a period here, not a comma. Like to explain, for
Oh
example,
yeah.
for instance, to
Oh,
illustrate. So start with T capital.
yes. يا الله في أشياء والله العظيم it's like how to say
Really
this.
simple, but you need to
I say
focus.
yes.
Yeah, really simple.
Yes.
You just need to focus and proofread. Always proofread before submission. So, and comma, and then you write to T capital to illustrate.
To illustrate.
And continue.
Okay.
So,
A, a student, not
yeah.
a student, a student at young age, young
So
age.
we say ages. So it's countable noun. We can say at a young age.
Ah, really? Okay. At a young age. Okay. At a young age. At a young age. Okay. But why you are okay, this one? Okay. Sorry, just I wanna make it silent. Make it silent.
Yes. Go ahead.
Just I wanna make the phone silent. Oh, I cannot.
What do you mean? What do you make silent? What do you mean?
No, my phone.
Your own phone. It doesn't disturb us.
Ah, really? Ah, it doesn't.
But
From my
soon it will.
from my
I
side, it
expect you
doesn't.
expect a phone call.
I just wanna make it huh? Silent. Okay.
Okay. Ready now?
Yes, of course, I'm ready.
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. So we say to illustrate a student at a young age.
But you didn't hear add a young at
I added it's here. It's
could
here.
could could ya haram could carry worries about his capability to afford financial issues, miskin.
To afford. Yeah. Just a minute, please. Yeah. Well, sorry. No, I need to delete the border.
Mm.
What's wrong? My goodness. Okay. Here we go. Where is it? Yes, right. Full stop and to illustrate uh, a student at a young age.
Yes.
Good, and so on. Okay. Continue. So let me do it this way. Yeah. And I don't want to use a border, so still use a border, no problem. Anyway, I again words about his. You still use his masculine.
I'm talking
As,
about the student. Here is about student. This is why
as
I
it could be a male or a female, right? A boy or a girl. So don't say his. If you
so
want to say his, you can say his or her.
so what I should here write
So
here?
write his or her.
Ah, okay. So you don't like discrimination.
No, it's not about like or dislike. It's
Ah,
about how
you are
to.
supporting the equality.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
good. Okay, good. I like this.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Finally,
Finally,
in conclusion, go ahead.
in conclusion, as we have shedded the light on the different point of views of studying in the foreign countries, to my way of thinking, it's a fruitful experience if you are well equipped and ready for that.
So you
But
see what I said about your conclusion. I said the conclusion is a restatement of the intro. You may reiterate your opinion or summarize the main points, but do not add new ideas. This is good. Don't add any new ideas. You just summarize what you discussed
did I
already.
add the ideas? I didn't. No, I just gave. But
Yeah,
here,
yeah, that's good. That's good.
but
So it's good that you didn't add. So I like it. Very good. Didn't add in. I bring your attention to this fact. You don't have
but
to add.
one point. I gave my opinion here. Is it
What is it?
okay? You see, my opinion. It's like
Yeah, you
my
may
opinion, but
reiterate your
any
opinion. That's good.
explanation.
You give it, but don't add new ideas. It's okay to give your opinion, no problem, but don't add new ideas. Don't discuss something new you have not discussed before.
Mm.
This is conclusion means reiterating or summarizing the points you discussed already. So you don't have to add any new points or raise any new points here. You just summarize the main points or rephrase the introduction. So that's okay now. Very good. And make it short, actually, only 2 or 3 sentences. That's great. In conclusion, a comma, as we have added the light, why you still use we?
I don't.
Please, as
I
I have,
I'm glorifying myself.
I like it. I like people who like themselves. Yeah, women like to do it a lot. Yeah, but me and or let's say we, us as men, women, men, sometimes we forget about this.
I am not modest. I am not the modest lady.
Well, you
Okay,
see,
I'm supposed to write as I have
as
shed the
I have shed, not
shed.
shedded.
How to write?
Shed.
Shed.
Shed,
Oh, not
S-H-E-D,
like.
like put.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no difference.
Oh my God.
Present, past, the same.
This is big mistake.
Not a big mistake, by the way, but you need to take care of. So I would say, as we have, as I have shed light. Okay,
Uh,
the past tense is shed,
Shed,
not
shed
shed.
light. Shed light. Shed light. But why we don't add the. Maybe
Excuse
because
me.
I translated on my mind like Arabic to English. نلقي الضوء ألقي الضوء يعني shed the
Yes,
light.
light, shed light. Don't say the light. In
Shed.
Arabic, we say نلقي الضوء على الضوء. We use definite al.
Mm,
But in English, this is like an expression.
mm.
I can say, so we say shed light on, shed light on, shed light, not shed the light on, shed light on.
Ah, okay.
Expression.
Mm.
So in conclusion, I have shed light on the different viewpoint, point of view. What is point of view? What the meaning of point of view? Means
May-
opinion, different opinions, right? So
I mean the advantages and disadvantages.
yeah, point of view, right?
Different, yeah.
So which is a plural? Which should be plural? Point or view?
Point.
Yeah, different points
I
of view. So you get the first word in plural.
oh.
So you say different points of view, or you can say I have shed light on different views.
Mm.
In other way, anyway. So you can say different views or different points of view.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Great. So we say different points. Oh yeah, let me say points of view
Mm.
or different views.
Oh,
Anyway,
no, yes, I know here the mistake that I made here. That supposed to not to write that because it's I should say foreign countries without the.
so in foreign countries, yeah, don't specify
Okay,
the
and
country.
two supposed to write it
Capital
capital.
after to my way of thinking, comma.
And comma, yes.
That's all.
Oh la la.
Is it good?
Yeah, of course. والله الصراحة I used here fruitful. I really get benefits here.
Yeah, deep insight of your writing. Now I think next time your writing will be much more improved. I want you to read the final comments here. Overall comment from overall, your response is what?
Your response is so good in terms of word choice, use of transitions, linking words, and coherence of ideas.
Mhm.
You started with the topic, sentence, and the thesis statement. We discussed many points relevant to the topic. You gave example and details and sometimes explained, justified, said why. You concluded with a restatement of the discussed points and expressed your opinion in short. What's interesting is the head going. What do you mean by head going?
Hedging approach to expressing ideas.
What is this hedging approach?
Hedging means I didn't learn this word while I was in Leicester University. كنت في جامعة بريطانيا، جامعة ليستر في بريطانيا. I learned this approach.
Hedge.
Hedging. Never generalize. Use, if you're not sure of something, use perhaps, maybe, if. And you use a lot of if conditions here if you are well equipped and ready for that. And
So
also use another, the same way here, you say if, where's another if here? You said if in another place, I'm not sure
this
where.
one
Yeah, if
it's
the purpose of flying abroad was studying.
is
If.
good or bad?
I like it.
Ah, okay.
It's great. It's great actually. It's called hedging, means تحوط. تحوط.
تحوط hedging
So
تحوط.
yes,
Okay.
you say if I ask you for help, will you help me? Okay, Ahmad. It depends. If I have enough money for me and my family, and I have extra, so I'm gonna donate. I may help you. If that means you don't give me any promise, do you? No, this is hedging. تحوط.
Hedging
Don't give promises. Don't make things for sure.
Mm.
This is F. Use a lot of F here. I like it. I like it a lot. Also, especially F, this new community contrast with, so used F 3 times. That's great. Okay, so continue, please.
Okay. What's interesting is the hedging approach to expressing ideas. That is using if conditional gives the reader that good things are possible, but dependent dependent on one's determination and will.
Yep.
Hmm.
I think
Your response is close to a band B2. If my notes are considered, thank you.
I
Means
also used F.
if my notes are considered.
If my notes are
Uh,
considered. If you consider
if
my notes.
yeah, okay. Means if you follow if you
My
follow
comments. Yeah.
my advice and my tips,
Yeah.
you will
That's it.
reach B2. Otherwise,
You will exceed, inshallah. You will exceed.
you will be stuck on on
Otherwise,
B1.
you get stuck. Anyway, what about my comments? Did you find it useful or not?
100% useful.
That's great. That's great.
Really,
Okay.
really, really, really. I'm really happy. Wallah.
I will be more happy. I mean, happier if you follow my comments and not repeat the mistakes again.
Inshallah. But you want me to because I need to practice on also the
You don't have to repeat it again
no, no,
because
no. I need the other types of the writing,
we
like
will. Today we will
opinion
start another one, which is expressing opinion.
next time, you mean?
Next time, maybe next time.
Okay.
Okay, but I think we still have maybe 5 minutes or so.
Mm.
Um, well, so we can, do something related to maybe vocabulary and grammar.
Okay.
Okay. So, by the way, next time would be this one. I want you to think it over. It would be this topic. Where is it? Here, slide 25. You can read it and try to find, related ideas about this topic. And this is guided. Guided means,
Oh,
you only need to fill in the gaps.
okay.
Guided. You will learn a lot from it.
Now, this one, when I'm supposed to do it? Now, today?
Just prepare it for next day, inshallah. Tomorrow, maybe we meet, inshallah.
Okay.
You're gonna work in this. Practice 2. This is what we will do. We will take practice 2. Part of it would be, writing, and also we take some vocabulary and grammar.
Or
Well,
you want me to, for example, you want me to write?
just
To
you don't have
like
to
the
write. Don't
process?
write. Just read it. Have a look. Just read it. Have a look. And
Okay.
I have collected like some word bank here related to the topic.
Okay.
It's a comparison opinion between motor racing and camel racing in UAE. A lot of people like camel racing here, which is more interesting. This
Yeah.
will be your opinion. You will express your opinion and support your opinion with, like, it's like an argumentative approach. You have to defend your claim, which is interesting, which is more interesting, motor race or camel race, and you need to say why. Okay. For the time being, I think we have a few minutes,
Okay.
maybe 4 or 5, if you don't mind.
Of course I don't.
Okay. So would you mind sharing your own screen?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know how to share, right?
Yes.
Let me make you a presenter. You are, Allahu Akbar.
Will you send me some document or?
No, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Only we have already everything in this platform. I want you to share your screen, and I will show you which slide you need to go to.
Okay. Mm.
You're able to share.
Okay.
Present your screen,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Better. Yeah.
Do you know how?
Yes. Which slide? Because I access.
Let me show you
Yeah,
how.
click
I will show you how. Just a minute.
Okay.
I will show you how. You see my screen?
Mm.
Great. This is the place or the icon. You can click on it. Share. Click on share. You find it here next to the mic. You see it? Once you
Yeah. I know. I know. Mm.
you can click in two windows here, you know, including your
Okay.
voice and the window, and it would be already presented. So start share.
Okay.
Share.
But just give me the. Are you in Malaysia now?
No, I'm in UAE.
Now you are in UAE. But
Yeah,
last time,
maybe inshallah next vacation during July, I may travel to Malaysia.
MashaAllah.
Maybe inshallah. If I need to meet my tutor, I will have to travel and spend some
Inshallah.
days there, maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Not sure.
Inshallah, ya Rab.
Allahu Akbar, inshallah.
Okay.
That's great. So
I have shared it. You can
that's
see now.
great. I can see it.
But
Go
can
to
you just
slide 8, please. Slide 8.
8. Okay.
That's
Okay.
good.
Mm.
Well, try doing the first one. Read it.
The athlete decided not to the race because he injured his leg in training. No, not to compete in the race.
Yeah, not to compete. Why we use compete and not position, achieve, develop? We need a verb, right?
Yes, because
So
it makes
how many verbs
sense.
do we have here? We have A, B, and C and D. So we will drop C. So to develop, not to develop the race or achieve the race or compete in the race. Yeah, we say compete.
Compete.
So yeah, I mean, I want you to choose. No, click on D. You have choices here: A, B, C, D.
Okay.
That's great. Green color means this is correct choice.
Okay. I would like to sell my car quickly, so I am going to in it on a website. Advertise.
Yes, we say advertise on a website.
B.
B, yeah, right.
Okay. My is to be an accountant in the future because I am very good with numbers. My ambition.
Yep, my ambition is to be talking about ambition, my wish. Yep.
Ambition. My pronunciation, my God, terrible.
That's good. Careful.
The manager needs more people to work for the newspaper. He is going to five new journalists attend, employ, celebrate, compete in. I think employ. Employ. It's like hire.
Employ means to hire. Yeah, that's right. Employ means hire.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I really must find
Wow.
to the
Have
part.
you really chosen employ? That's great. Okay.
Wait,
I really.
yeah. I am really must find to the parking problem outside my apartment building.
Yeah. Find
Interview.
what
Actually,
problem?
solution because problem
Yeah,
solution.
find a solution to a
See.
problem. That's right. You
Okay.
see, all that we are doing here is try to find the answer according to the clues in the sentence itself. Clues means words around, words around. These are clues, signal words. which tells us which choice is correct. So we say, for example, employ new staff, new people. Employ means hire. So we also say find a solution to a problem, because there's a word problem. There must be solution to a problem.
Yeah.
These are called clues. Okay, next one, please.
There is a government on environmental issues next week at the Hilton Hotel. Athlete conference skill article. I think conference.
How do you know? What are the clues?
Because held in like next week and held in
In
at
a hotel.
hotel. So yeah.
Hotel conference and hotel, and also about on environmental issues.
Let me see. Okay, good. I saw an interesting an interesting job advertisement.
Okay, hold on, please. We say, listen to how to pronounce this word before the job. You say interesting, right?
Interesting.
Now, when you find this word, like we say, interesting.
Interesting.
The E after T is dropped. Don't say it. So interesting.
I saw and how to say it?
Interesting.
I saw interesting job advertisement in the newspaper and it's online. I applied for it.
Yeah, apply for a job. That's right. I think that's right. Yeah, apply for a job. Great.
It's usual to your achievement when you win in a competition.
It's usual to what, your achievement, when you win a competition?
Celebrate?
Yeah, we celebrate achievement. That's right. We don't say translate, arrange, suggest. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate it. Yeah, I think that's right. It's usual to celebrate. Let's check.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
There's like a mistake here. The type of mistake maybe. It's usual to celebrate your achievement when you win a competition. Shall we drop the comma before win?
Which one you mean? The efficient? Yes. Should
Right?
drop the comma. Yes, because they're relative.
Yep.
When?
Well, number 9.
Okay, when I needed some advice about what to do with my money, I contacted an accountant.
That's right. About my money, that means account.
Accountant.
Yeah. So you see here, we can use a comma. When I needed, after the when, the relatives, close, I use a comma, not before when. When I start with when, I use the comma before the second part. But when I use when in the middle, like the number 8, I don't use a comma before it. This is the only difference.
Hey, okay. The director, oh my God. Director will an event for all his staff to thank them for their hard work. Employ, organize, achieve, interview. Organize.
Organize an event.
Organize.
Yeah, organize. That's great. You did it very well.
Wow, 10 out of 10.
Well done. You did very well.
Good.
And this will be the end of our class today. Thank you very much for being so hardworking and smart.
Very much. I really enjoyed.
Thank you. Thank you. And inshallah, next time you don't have any homework so far. And next time, just prepare if you can. If you want to prepare for the next writing, it will be okay. Do you mind if we have grammar included, like
No,
part,
I don't mind. No,
10-minute grammar and like 20 minutes, right?
You can do the grammar in the and you give me like tasks to do it, writing, and I will show it to you like that.
Okay, so in this case, if you want to have a writing task, you can work on practice 2.
Yes, means يعني أنا in the class in the class in the session.
Yep.
Yeah,
class session.
While we are in the session, okay. You can give me like your advice. You can give me grammar as well. Okay, but out of session, you give me topics to write, and I will show it to you the next session, and you will like give me your
Strategy.
feedback as today.
I like what you just suggested.
Yes, just like
So
that, I practice. I
I,
have it. Yeah, I practice at the same time. I will. How
you
to
will
say?
develop. You will develop. Yeah, you will
Yeah,
develop your
exactly.
level.
8 days
So
I will do like that. I will. Yeah, absolutely.
seems like you're a really hard worker. So and smart as well. So I like when you work smart and hard at the same time. So next time, which
Thank
is
you.
tomorrow, inshallah, I will expect to give feedback or comments on a new assignment. So it's okay to think of the practice too, you know,
Yes.
with what's your opinion, which is more interesting, motor racing or car race or camel racing, or you can choose whatever topic. There are many topics actually, which is interesting to you. You can choose it.
So choose one. Help
It's up
me.
to you. You can choose whatever. You have so many topics actually. But I suggest to use a guided one. It will help you just, spare some effort. You will only think of the ideas. You don't have to think of how to put words in context because words or the statements already there. You just fill in the gaps, and that's easy for you, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So do
I will try
practice
to.
too, okay?
I will try to do the from my side. I will try to write like a paragraph. Okay, is it about this topic?
Inshallah.
I
Okay.
will try to do that.
If you have time
Yeah,
to.
but can you just display it again, or you write it in a separate
Okay,
slide?
I will share my own slide here. Well, you see my slide.
Do you want me
Slides here.
to stop sharing? I
Um,
will stop sharing. Okay.
yeah, please stop sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you see my screen
No,
now?
you already
I shared already. I'm present.
yes.
Shall I stop sharing and share again?
No, I can see now. I can see you, and I can see
Right
what
now?
you're doing
What
now.
about right now?
Yes, I can see
Okay,
that.
good. So this is practice 2 from here. No, yeah, now there's something to choose here. Okay, this one. Practice 2 about camel racing and motor racing. It's slide number 25, slide 25. From slide 25, and then you will have it here. Slide 26. So this is just organizer. Why whatever is more loved and interesting. If you choose camel racing or motor racing, you need to give 3 reasons why. And also why is less loved and less interesting. If you put it here, motor racing or camel, you need to give some 3 reasons. After that, you find this one here. You can put the reasons here and these places. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You
Okay.
can read, just read and come up with some ideas about reasons why camel racing are like a tradition here in the UAE, or even motor racing. A lot of people come from different countries so for international race, camel
Oh my
motor
God.
race here in UAE, especially Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Okay, that's
Okay.
all for now. That's all for now. I don't want to
Thank you
get your.
very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome anytime. I hope, inshallah, I expect you, inshallah, to make a lot of progress, and maybe you proceed the B1, 2, and jump to C1 and C2, inshallah.
It's too
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, why not? It's not a miracle. It's not a big issue, actually. You
I
can.
don't know. I
Mashallah, your
have issues
language is good.
to
Language is good. Your writing is also as good as your language. You speak a spoken language. So it just needs some, focus and paying attention to, few details. Just pay attention to details. That's it. Good.
I hope so. Thank you very much, Iman.
Yeah, and say
Yeah.
hi to all people there in Dubai.
Yeah, you too.
Only good
Send
people.
my greeting.
I like you're smiling, in a way, and laugh. Thank you, Miss
Very much.
Kamaya. and say hi to your family.
Thank you for your
See you tomorrow, inshallah.
inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa
عليكم
rahmatullah.
السلام شكرا مع السلامة
Take care.
السلام